Let's talk about some top moments from the 2025 season. This was the inaugural season for the BDRL. What would you say surprised you the most?
All right, I'll go first. For me, I think there was a lot of things that I was surprised about, but overall, I would say the most surprising thing was the level of competition and the razor thin margins that were the difference between a top dog title and second and third place. There was so many. I was surprised about a lot, but I would say that is the thing that was like, wow, the league it's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, the distance just between like 100th of a second and 1/10 of a second finish is like absolutely insane when you realize, like, count to one Mississippi. Like less than that, like get to like misses, that's the amount of time between a top dog and a second place finish.
Hey, dog. What's up? Go ahead. Some of these dogs are running at 29. Like, I know Recon's probably hitting 30 miles an hour. So that's like 40 something feet per second, something like that, something crazy like that. So you're talking like 30 feet is a lot. Like, if I have to go 40 feet to get to my water bottle on a hot day, that's a long way to me.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But I think the part that surprised me the most, and I think my answer is going to be surprising to a lot of people too, especially if you're familiar with this dog breed, but it's the Belgian Malinois dog breed. I mean, they have dominated this season. I would like to see more dog breeds come in and really, overtake them. I think there was a German short-haired pointer named Remy that came in with a second place finish. That was a surprising.
Early in the season.
Yeah, I want to say that's the Florida Hard Pack.
No. I don't think she was with Florida Hard.
But knocked off one of the Florida Hard Pack that always came in second. I don't have the stats right in front of me, but
I remember the exact dog you're talking about because she used to always hop across the finish line. She used to fly. You remember that?
Yeah, every time. Yep.
We removed and it's actually the reason why we removed the finish line, because we saw that some dogs were actually pulling up towards the dogs. Some dogs were actually pulling up at the end of the run and not actually crossing the finish line in full stride.
Yeah, they were leaping right over the white line. Yeah. But I mean, shout out to all the Belgian Malinois that compete at BDRL, because they are literally like, comp their times to other dogs that are running 100-yard dashes, and the only comparisons are greyhounds and whippets. And those aren't allowed at BDRL, so like, I mean, that's absolutely insane, dog. Like,
no, I'm gonna tell you, like, that was one of my surprising things, though. Like, there's a particular in the 21 class, Rip runs times comparable to, and this is a cattle dog who's standing. I mean, his legs themselves are maybe 8 inches or so.
Yeah,
and he's dog. Like,
just made 21.
He's at the low end of the 21s, but he's posting times. That not with the fastest, not with the top end Malinois, okay, but in that range.
But he can compete, yeah.
Crazy.
What's surprising is that they, so many people had the same consistent time, run after run. There was quite a few that got the same exact time on multiple runs.
Yeah, the consistency was surprising. That is true.
Even later on through running, 3 and 4 times, 400 yards, they're still.
That's definitely impressive. There's a few dogs that impressed me with that this year. Yeah.
I think Dozer was one of those dogs that kept running at 7.33. Like, it's like 7.33, 7. Maybe 3.
And he runs
0.
Like, you're hitting on so many things that are surprising. Like, coming after the Mother's Day dash when Dozer got hurt and couldn't finish, right? Was there anybody who didn't think he was going to come back and at the race to ground zero and not take home the top dog? Everybody thought he was going to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Another huge run. So it's like, everything we thought was like, look, just let the thing play it out. So that's my take. For me, it was the competition. For you, it was
the consistency.
And for Junior, what did you say it was?
It's them alligators. Of course, it's them alligators, baby. All of them.
Is there a top competition moment that stands out?
Yes, absolutely. There's actually like 5 of them. Every time the track record was set, Sky did it, Recon did it again. And then that 6.83, you were talking about the alligators earlier, that 6.83, wow.
Yeah.
That for me is the top competition moment.
Go look up Greyhound times. I urge everybody to do that and tell me that Belgian Malinois aren't up there with them. Can't tell me anything different. I think the top competition moment that stands out, because I have two. I have competition, I have non-competition. So I'll say the competition one first. Pete winning top dog. Because if you would have asked me that the first time I saw Pete, the only reason I think he ever ran down that track was just to get away from me when I started. So him winning top dog.
In the beginning, he didn't run off. He didn't even. He
went
scratched
over the line. Yeah, he scratched.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't. So,
but he ran away from Junior. Got like 30 yards away from Junior and was like,
I don't smell that bad. Yeah, and then I think definitely the non-competition moment for me was after the first three events of the season. So the Winter Canine Kickoff, the Spring Fling, and the Mother's Day Dash. After every single one of those events, it was dark outside. We've grown so much since then. There wasn't that many lights. Like literally everybody's standing there, like with their flashlights up, just trying to get good pictures to celebrate the moment, to celebrate what their dogs did, to celebrate the day. Yeah. And mind you, they have been out there for 4 hours at that point. The dogs have been out there, but everybody's in good spirits. I can't remember which one this was at. I think it's the Mother's Day Dash. But people we literally had the kids racing up the track just to pass the time while we were getting our stuff together and stuff. So that was definitely that sense of community and what was built within BDRL for the dog world. I think, this is going to change generations. So that just those feelings I'll never forget.
I'll tell you something, in off track, this dream, everybody knows that you were traveling 1,600 miles round trip to help us get this thing off the ground.
Yeah.
And my off track moments, when I tell you to this day, when I think about it, sometimes it brings tears to my eyes. When I would come to pick you up at the airport and I would bend the corner around, we would just embrace, let's go get it, bringing this dream to life. And it was just that feeling, when it was just oh man, that is probably of everything, even the fact that I get to spend my days thinking and being and doing around dogs, those feelings there were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
So, and that's my off track moment. So anyway, all right, before another mushy stuff, what talk about?
With so many dogs, there has got to be chaos from time to time. Tell about one time things didn't go quite right.
I got a good one for that one. And,
I know which one you're going to use.
Okay, go ahead. You go first. You go first.
Sarge and Elias got pooped on by, I think it was Funny Money.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, they got shit on. They got shit on. No, it was, listen, Funny Money was his first time racing. This is a housemate of Bear. Now, and I know that Bear is, he's a Husky. He's, I think he runs in 24 and under.
24 and under.
Right?
Yeah.
Bear's an awesome dog. His housemate is Funny Money, who's maybe 6-7 pounds.
Tiny.
A teeny little thing. Got scared a third of the way down the track or so, jumped through the fence into the infield. So mind you, we are two guys at the starting line, Sarge and your brother Fab. They're hopping the fences going to get him. When they finally pick him up, he was so scared he shit on him.
Oh man. I thought mine was gonna take the cake. I ain't gonna lie, but oh, that's close.
That's hilarious. But then there was practice. We had a practice one day, and this was not during a tournament. It was at practice. We had one of the Chinese Cresteds pop through the pasture fence, and maybe went running crazy through the pastures. That was pretty funny.
What about there was the save in the infield?
Oh, that was good.
Wait, the Stella save?
Did?
What do you got?
Stella save?
Starting line. Take the floor.
That was mine. She stole it. The Stella save. Because I had no idea what happened. I just looked back. To this day, there's a little bit of a video of it, but like I still don't know exactly what happened. I just hear like a ruckus over there at a registration. I'm like, what's going on? And I look over and Danielle has Stella in her arms, and I still have like everybody's laughing, having a good time, and I'm like, I have no clue, and I'm right there, you know. And then so I just remember going back after the event and like, you know, searching for that in the videos, like what happened? Like I have to see this. Everybody's laughing about it. Like so that was mine.
What about the guy whose dog wanted to get out the lure so bad he dragged him like 3 feet? He was like on his knees and literally sliding. That was a funny one.
In honor,
an
honorable mention was Dozer's mom falling at the finish line. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
Well, Otter popping up and running loose that day. Remember, he popped up out of the stage area kennels.
Yeah, somehow he over the top. No run through nothing. He just popped over.
The golden retriever Otter hopped over that.
Oh yeah.
Easy. Oh, he can climb.
Apparently,
he asked me, he can fly.
What about Biscuit? Biscuit squirmed through practice.
Oh yeah, see, she's another one. Biscuit, she would take off and run back into staging before she'd run down the track. Now we can't get her to stop running. But Biscuit, I think Biscuit taking off, running backwards down the track. So there's so many funny things, and like we have Timmy. Timmy starts.
If you watch the video on his start line, he's literally facing backwards every time on start. I don't know if he's petrified. I don't know.
Yeah, he faces away from the starting line, and when he hears the doorbell, he pops up, turns around, and takes off.
It's my time.
This dude's hilarious. Like the classic line from the social media is, "Emma forbid me?" When Timmy, because he bit me in the leg. That's Timmy. That's the Timmy we're talking about.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one that bit you.
That's the one that got me up, Timmy.
You know that it was funny.
He made it to the podium.
Yeah, Timmy's fast.
Yeah,
I mean he's not. He's fast. I mean at his level, he's fast.
Oh, that's funny. Me and Bree were actually talking about that earlier. She's, you know, I said, can I put this on record? I told her to text it to me so I can read it off, like that, because that's the part that stood out to her. Like we were just memorizing like the last season or whatever. So.
What was the part, the Timmy thing?
Yeah, when you got bit in the leg.
Yeah. Sorry said the same thing. Sorry said the same thing. He said the funniest moment to me was made at the end of the season. But y'all don't know what happens to me down there. I'm down there taking a beating for don't get it twisted. I love it.
You love it.
All of the stuff that happens to me down there winds up with a dog getting a nickname. You got, the camera killer. You got the double time dozer.
Nutcracker.
You got the nutcracker. You got with the fluffy little cutie.
Watching those videos, nobody would have known that you were scared of dogs my whole life.
Yeah, real talk.
They would never know that. I'm telling you, because like once we got the camera angle where we could see you and like you throwing the lure over the fence so the dogs can't get it or whatever, I'm like, yeah, that's a little dangerous.
It's a blast. I ain't gonna bullshit. It's a blast. Like my favorite thing is when they tackle me down there. I ain't gonna lie. I like the dog, and it's cool. All those dogs that come through there like that, they absolutely love me.
What dogs or class surprised you the most this season?
I would say, I'm going to take this one. I would say the most surprising class was the 14 and under class. Was that, okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, because I have a couple of classes that are surprising. Go ahead. You can take 14 and under.
I'm going to take 14 and under because it's surprising that those tiny little legs can go as fast as they went. And many tournaments, I want to say, was it the Monster Dash or Mother's Day where they really showed out? Like they were like
the two best tournaments. You're right. It was the Mother's Day. That's when the 14 under class got lit.
Yeah.
And they did it again. They put on a show again. The whole second half of the season they put on a show. Really?
Yeah. I mean, they're tight competition.
Listen, Kirby, until the turkey run, the final regular season event, there was not. You had Frazier, you had Tara, you had Mila, you had Kirby, then you had Scud, 5 different top dogs, and then Kirby came back at the turkey run, and Scud took it away from Kirby at the Monster Dash. Kirby had won the race ground 0. Scud took it at the at the Monster Dash. Kirby got it back at she got it back with the turkey run. So that's 2 firsts. Yeah, anyway, she's the only dog in the 14 under class. That was what I would say is most surprising for me about the 14 under class. That's what surprised me the most. But I'll also say the level, again, we're a brand new league. So for me, the level and caliber of competition in the upper classes, in the 24 and 24 under class, that there's a lot of very fast pit bull. We own the Motel 6, so there's a ton of, we see a lot of fast dogs. We have a lure course out there, we see a lot of fast dogs, but the degree of fast dogs, like in the 24 unlimited class, you got Recon. Recon is possibly, the fastest Belgian Malinois in the country. Now, this dude is, 6.83. Show me better. I saw another
That's
league
exactly what I was
had
gonna
their
say.
fastest. I'm sorry?
I was exactly going to say that. Show me one better.
Yeah, you gotta show me. And don't tell
Really?
me. Show me with a laser.
Laser start and finish.
Yep.
So I like Recon's my guy. Hey, listen, he's my guy in terms of that argument. But the 24 and under class, I'm gonna say, is probably my most surprising class. It's just such a
Tight competition.
it's so tight. Like it's razor thin every single time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then at the very we had a Belgian. Her father thought she was gonna come in. Remember Emma at the turkey run. Father thought she was gonna come in and dominate the competition. She scratched on her first run, and then was able to climb her way onto the podium. And similarly, there was something that happened. There was something that happened in the 14 and under class that I thought was really cool. It was one of the most dramatic turnarounds, and it was a team. And this is, again, when you go back to things that surprise you about the season, this was a team decision that got 2 dogs from scratch to on the podium in a single competition. Usually they have to come out to practice, we train them, whatever, we work with them. But it was at the Mother's Day Dash. It was Mila and Izzy's first competition. Remember, they'd come out to practice, they did good at practice, but it was so much going on in the infield, they just wouldn't do it. But their family had brought 5 people. So by them bringing 5 people, they had someone familiar at the starting line. So they took off and turned right back around and scratched on both of them in the first heat. The family got together, regrouped, and what they did is they brought all 5 family members down to the finish line. So the dogs then had no one at the starting line that they were familiar with, so they ran the track. And it took them from scratch to top dog and 3rd place, respectively, in that tournament. And I just thought, that's why it's a team game. That for me was like, I was like, that was really cool, because it really showed that it's not just the dog running. Little things like that matter. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give out too much sauce because my girl Lotta gonna compete. I can't talk. My girl, I got excited. My girl Lotta is gonna come down there and compete, but there definitely is strategy into winning, and they showed strategy there. Like I said, that dog was probably just running to get away from me. It hurt their family at the end, but then all of a sudden Mila opened up and she really ran down the track, and I think that was Izzy as well, and really performed good, winning top dog. And I think, did Izzy win 2nd or 3rd place? Do you know?
Third. Storm took 2nd in that tournament.
Yeah.
Oh,
she
Storm
won 3rd
took
that
2nd.
time.
Oh, remember when Storm first ran as well? Remember we thought like, oh, Storm definitely had it. She was the first one that I think broke like 10 in the 14 and under, and like y'all had seen Storm at practice, and then so for Mila, like there was a lot of drama in that competition with the 14 and under.
Well, and now they're breaking. They're in the 8 seconds. The 14 class winners.
Now, like you remember that, like it started.
Just
out
so you know, you bumped your
that?
camera a little bit.
Well, what I'll tell you about what we were just talking about, Storm.
Yeah.
In the 10 seconds.
Oh,
We're in the 8 seconds.
This is one of the things that I thought, and this happened in every single class. To start out the year in the 14 and under class, you could win a top dog running in the double digits. Now you can't win a top dog unless you run in the low 8s.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is, the same dogs that were running in double digits early in the season are the same dogs that are running in the low 8s now. So it's the more you come out, the more they're familiar with the track, they understand the game, they get faster, they know that it's safe, they can really let loose and turn up the juice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I think the class that surprised me the most would be the 17 and under. And because we kind of hit on it earlier, because they're smaller, so they're at more, there's more steps to get to the finish line. But not all of them, but some of them, and the really fast ones like Dozer, I mean, they can compete in 21 and 24 and hold their own.
Oh,
I mean, on any given Sunday, they can show up and win top dog, playing up. Oh, my bad. Saturday. On any darn Saturday, that somebody from the 17 class can show up and run a faster time than the 21, 24. I don't know about 24 Unlimited, but some of those dogs aren't all that fast. But so it's definitely the 17.
I mean, the honest thing, and this is, I'm not going to bullshit. The honest thing is we probably have the fastest Belgian Malinois in the country racing the 24 Unlimited class. And that the reality is, you should come out and watch him to say that you saw the fastest Belgian Malinois in the country.
Yep.
But there's really nobody, most dogs are competing for second place in that class, and what's that?
I might have a dog. It's not mine, but we are coming down from Maryland sometime in 2026, and he probably, I haven't measured him. I ain't do that yet, but I think he's gonna be 24 Unlimited. And Recon, I hear everything we talking, even I'm talking it, but we coming, baby.
I heard that. That's what's up.
With a year in the books, would you say that you learned anything from the experience?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've learned, I guess the number one thing, not number one, what I've learned, remember, this is a brand new sport. So we didn't know going in what a fast dog was really on this kind of track, that it's not a perfectly flat artificial surface where a dog can just let loose. They're not chasing a lure on the ground. Because the lure glides above the track, the dogs have to track it while they're running on slightly uneven surfaces. This is real world competition. So I think what I learned is the dogs that hold a tight center line down the track, they do they do better. I learned, and I'm not going to give out too many race secrets, but I know that, and I'm not on the starting line. Junior, you spend a lot of time on the starting line, so you can probably attest to this far more than I can. But the dogs that seem to start further back, when I'm looking at the videotape, they tend to do better because the time clock doesn't actually start when the doorbell sounds, when the light flashes, and when the lure moves. It's actually when they cross the finish line starts time clock. So if they break it in full stride, they tend to do better. So I would say,
but there's a healthy balance between that, though, because if they start too far back, then the lure can get too far ahead of the dogs and they pull up at the end because they're not chasing anything. So there's a little bit of strategy in there too.
You know what? That's pretty good that you said that. That is a lot of truth. That I'm at the finish line. I've actually seen that happen.
But you can kind of control, don't you? Control. I thought you are always like, I don't know. It seems like you time it so that it's not too far ahead of the dogs.
No. We earlier in the season, again, our inaugural season, early in the season, I did that, and I thought it gave a competitive advantage to different dogs. So when I throw the switch, the switch is shrunk. When I throw the switch is thrown. And now I do actually land. I land Denzel Duck. That's the best nickname. The name of the duck they're chasing, that's Denzel Duck. That's our lures. What'd you say?
No, that's what I'm probably thinking of. Is when you land him, he kind of like he'll bounce and then creep.
Yeah, so I'll bring him in. Yeah, and generally that you'll see me doing that is the 14 and under class, because the lure is probably running about 33 miles an hour on any given day, and so on that class he can get so far out. I land him early and then I pull him back, so it looks a little different. Yeah, but you see me down there. I'll be down there working.
And learning wise, I mean, I think each tournament we improved, like with the flow. With safety things that may have come up, getting so many.
Hold on, I want to touch on that. She's actually 100% right on the safety thing. We actually had, this is again the first time facility. It's the only one like it of its kind, and so we had a dog that got hurt at the track, off the track, and we got that straight right away. But by the next tournament, there was no way a dog could get injured in the same way, and it was a very, very superficial injury. But it was an injury nevertheless.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think we've learned each time we've improved. The flow is getting better. I think that's part our flow and part the competitors, now that they're used to like the flow, the process coming out to practice. I think everything has improved each tournament.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I agree.
For sure.
I agree.
For sure.
And I like that. Go ahead.
No, you go.
No, I like that you touched on that because we're the flow and everything's getting better because it took a long time to get through some of the events, and people had just like asked like, oh, when my dog is gonna go next and stuff like that. So it's important that like the repetition that we got faster. Not only that, but now they also help each other, and everybody's like part of a team. So some people have switched up and they said they want me to start their dogs. Some people have switched up and said, no, I don't want you to start my dog because I think my dog will run faster this way. So that's all I wanted to add to it.
I want to add one more thing into, and you made me think of this just now, something you said. One of the biggest things that I learned, okay, is we all said, and again, Junior, like we were all, the three of us were really the core at the beginning. Now, of course, there's old Sarge, his son, his daughter, his wife, and everybody else is involved. But at the early stages, it was just the three of us. And we thought, we love this. There's got to be an appetite for it. And hugely, we learned there is absolutely an appetite for it.
Yeah.
Where it started as a question, and we got an answer emphatically, yes.
Even at our open house, like we had no idea, like, because at that time, I don't know if we were even doing the RSVP. We were not. Like, there was not a registration, the open house.
You did a lot. Some of the changes that you instituted were huge too. Like, we're not going to get into too much of the behind the scenes, all this stuff, but there was a number of things that you changed that I was originally against. But you recognized that it would be good for the league, and it turned out really, really good for the league. It did encourage people to come out to practice so their dogs would be competitive. I mean, yeah, it was just great. Anyway, we grew, and we learned, and everybody and their dogs have grown with us. And that leads me kind of like into mine, because I love when I see Dozer on the slap mill. I love when the Mexican hairless dogs are chasing the dirt bikes with the bag attached to it. I love hearing that because you're training for it. Not only that, but because I do the same thing. Because when I'm at home and I think about my dog, and I got a dog, I got Lotto right around the time when, we were starting BDRL and we were like in talks with it and stuff like that. And that's why I ended up getting Lotto, because I want to compete. I want the fastest dog. So she kind of just fell into my hands. So the biggest thing that I learned from this season was, this is going to be a little bit selfish, but it's what a dog can do for me and what my dog can do for me. Because just overall, like, truthfully, like, when I spend time with her, when I'm training her, when I do things, I feel smarter. I feel faster. I feel healthier. And the overall like quality of my life has improved. And I think that, a lot of other people can relate to that. Junior, I that was probably the best answer to that question of what I learned by watching other people. Of course, I can't compete. My dog's in the league. I'm busy that day. I'm working there. but I'll honestly, like what he just says is an absolute truth. I have seen people, that can barely walk, amble themselves to the finish line and scream and holler at as best they could for their dogs. And when I look at the camera, I'm doing video editing, I'm looking at the smiles, and I see when you are bonded with your dog, and then all of a sudden you're bonded to a level that you didn't know you could. It's just, again, and I asked people, does it, in other dog sports, because, we've launched the BDRL Canine Sports News, so guys can check that out, that podcast. But I ask people, like, what about the bond that it creates between you and your dog? And they say it's different. It's like, and I can attest to that. I competed with my bulldogs in just conformation events, nothing athletic, because bulldogs. But my dogs are athletic. Okay. Yeah.
Our bulldogs can hold their own in the 14 class.
Put him in his place, Danielle.
Just can't physically be
in two places at once.
Yes.
You know, and I'm be honest with you. I highly doubt our Bulldogs for the podium. With like we're talking about, we've got down. Scud came in, set a record 8.25. Kirby hit an 8.28 later in the tournament. Neither came back with an 8.25. It wasn't in the finals, so you didn't take them the top dog. That was at all of the turkey run.
All right.
So like that was like bam, bam, bam in the 14 and under class.
I'm gonna get people out there.
All right, we're gonna get them out there.
I'm gonna get him out there for the video, and we'll just
We'll
see if
we have some fun with it. We'll allow that some fun. We'll have some fun.
See yourself as a fan. What class is your favorite to watch?
Oh my gosh. Of course, I'm going to say the 14 and under because they're freaking adorable.
Right.
They're so adorable. However, because the 24 Unlimited has recon, when I watch him, when I'm down at the scoring table, he shakes the podium. Like he comes down on his 4 points.
Freight train.
Oh my gosh. He is just, I love that dog.
Does he literally run that fast? He's shaking the podium, like literally.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for that shake when he comes.
Like you feel a vibration when he comes down. I don't know if it's because he's coming down on all four.
He's got some hell of a pulse. I think this is what I think. I think that even dogs that most dogs aren't tracking perfect, right? They're not exactly, the real paws aren't landing exactly where the fronts did, right?
But his must.
Well, he's got such big feet that when even if he was a little off, he would still get a really straight push.
Yeah.
If you look at how, that dude he's amazing. He's amazing. For me, I'm 24 and under class is the class that I'm.
Oh, sure, that's the tightest competition.
No. I would say, honestly, I would probably have said the 14 and under class until we got that last angle video from the turkey run. We got a different camera angle, and I could actually see how goddamn fun it is. After the tournaments, I'm dirty and I've had a blast. But after seeing that, it's like I'm looking at the finish line here. It's all 24 and under that did the funnest stuff. So I have to say, sliding in, dust kicking up, doing crazy stuff. 24 and under.
The 14 and under come down, like some of them like bunny hop down, like Lola.
That's cute.
So cute. You got that fluffy little cutie, 14 and under.
Hold on one second. I'll be right back. You need to go outside, baby. I got you. Come on.
Yeah, I think my favorite class to watch is definitely the 24 and under as well. And just because the competition is so tight.
It is tight.
Come on, baby.
It really, when you think about and I know we talked about this earlier, but when you think about the time of 100th of a second or 1/10 of a second, I would challenge everybody to go and put it in their timer and just and click 1 second and try to hit that same number again the next time and see if you can. But these dogs but they're running 100 yards and still hitting the exact same time. A lot of the 24 and under do.
That's real talk.
That's crazy. Consistently and through multiple tournaments. I think Recon did 6.92 4 times.
In a row. From tournament to the next tournament.
One tournament to the next.
He had and his next run that wasn't a 6.92 was a 6.93.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's 1/100th of a second. I can't even do that on my timer looking at the time. Come on.
Yeah, you can
dogs are doing that.
That's to watch Dozer too, because he all but I think one time runs 2 times. That's why he got the big
double time.
Double time.
Dozer. Yeah. So that he's 17. Well, see, we're talking about the class competition.
Yes.
So class what is your favorite
No, it said favorite to watch. I could have 14 and under. They're so cute.
Yeah, and I respect that. And I love the 4. Don't get it twisted. I love. They're actually, again, they judging by parity. If you're the NFL, the league parity, you like it when there's several different teams from several different divisions that are winning titles. There's one class that's produced that. And every other class has had a run. Dozer went on a run in the 17s. Rip went on a run in the 21s. Venom went on a run in the 24s. Who was on a run before her in the 24s? Sky. Mm-hmm. But she had some off-track stuff, so that kind of prevented her from getting on a real roll. But she was leading with 2 titles. No one else could grab the 2 titles through. I think it took until Venom did.
It's going to be interesting. The Invitational is going to be interesting because I'm hoping Sky makes it out because
you can't show parody. Listen, the lasers don't lie. The lasers don't lie.
But I'm just saying that it's going to be very good competition because Sky is one fast girl.
Yeah.
She held the record for a long time.
Yes.
She got it. Yeah, because, and again, this is what I absolutely love about the way our sport is designed. It's not a titled sport. It's you earn titles, you get faster, you defend titles, you continue on. And Recon hit the track, and I'm not sure if he set the track record on his first tournament, but since the day one he put his foot on our track, he's been running downhill. He's been getting faster and faster and faster. Now, I will say, when I say that's 6.83, like he's been only within 1/100th of a second of that since. Mm-hmm. So, but because you've seen it happen so much with him, every time he takes a track, I'm like, oh shit, here we go. Let's see what he's gonna do.
But also, he's just a character. Like, he comes with his sunglasses on.
Dude, let me tell you something.
Registration.
Imagine this: that Belgian Malinois, who's got that kind of athleticism, comes down. He's locked on the lure, and I think he's like tied up in the lure rope and all this kind of stuff at the finish line. And I go to reach. I come up with his tail. Okay, so he doesn't react. He's been locked on a lure. He's that athletic. I grab his tail, but it was one of those kind of things where you grab the tail, but if you let go, you're gonna fall. He didn't even respond. Like,
he is a therapy dog.
Right. And that's Healing at High Speeds on Instagram.
He is. He goes
on TikTok.
Police department, fire stations.
Yeah. Like it.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's one of those dogs with a presence.
Yeah.
Like even after, like, he can be locked. I don't know. We're not gonna get too much into that, but he's just one of those dogs with a presence. He's an awesome guy.
Are there any particular dogs that stand out in your mind?
Well, we've been talking a bunch about Recon, so obviously he stands out. Double Time Dozer stands out. The Camera Killing Maggie stands out. Romeo Frazier stands out.
Oh yes. Romeo Frazier likes to make girlfriends, and I believe he's got another speed. He just hasn't unleashed yet because he's too busy.
I know he's got another speed.
Yeah, when he stayed at Motel 6, he was running faster, but when he comes out, he likes to be with the ladies.
He's distracted all the way down the track.
He's trying to show off.
That's a way to put us on the spot there. I'm gonna avoid this question. I'm gonna say I have a number of favorite dogs. A number of.
They didn't ask who was favorites that stand out.
Okay.
So
I'll let you know mine.
Dogs. Remember, I get to spend time. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. You can finish. I'll let you finish.
Yeah, remember, my perspective is different. I also work in practice, so there are certain dogs that stand out to me because I'm like, wow, like that dog didn't get off the starting line, and even at practice was afraid. They worked with us, they loved us, and stuff like that. Pete, Bluey hasn't made the podium, but Bluey, I mean, my gosh, the last term I was like, I'm being honest with you. After practice, I thought, oh man, she's not gonna finish.
But she did.
She finished the first run, and then she finished the second run like a half second faster.
Yeah.
So again, that's gonna, and again, those times she put up will be getting faster and faster.
Mm-hmm. Every single
time. I think for me, that's all the dogs that couldn't and then could. That's who stands out to me the most.
All right. Well, mine, I will admit, mine's probably a little bit biased just because of conversations that I had. And I do know that Dozer is a Facebook dog, and they found him on Facebook. So there's like a little bit of, and he's also a pit bull mix, and so is my girl. Yeah, that's what they told me that at one of the events. I'm not sure if it was before this season, like at our open house, or which one of them. But yeah, they told me they found him on Facebook, and I can relate to that with my girl. And then also like his size, I thought that Lotto was gonna like grow up to be like right around his height. Now she ended up being taller and is gonna compete in 21. But as I'm raising her, I'm letting y'all know now, like I was. Oh, you can be faster than Dozer. Oh, you know what I mean? That was the comp. That was the dog I had in my head. That was the dog Lotto has heard 1,000 times. Like, oh, you can beat Dozer. You can be faster. Like,
no, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna bullshit you. Like really, again, with us having a brand new sport, like there was times that I thought like Mercy, like who's ever gonna beat her?
Yeah.
You know, and the same thing about Dozer. Like, who's ever going to beat Dozer?
Or Sky.
You know,
Tier,
Sky,
I
who's ever
think,
gonna beat
too.
Sky? You know, I will love you know, you always love your first. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going to love those dogs until forever. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You know, no matter what records get set, of course I'm going to continue to love all the dogs, but it's like when those dogs, when you really, and you remember back, because you learned from them. You learned that while Mercy was like, whoa, then Sky came on the scene and you were like, whoa. You know what I mean? And then it just continued. There's dogs kept showing up and it's like, whoa. You know, like Pete going from, I can't get off the starting line, baby. You know, his name is Baby Rocky now.
Yeah.
He got off to Matt. You know what I mean?
Literally.
I don't know. I fall in love with all of the dogs. Like, literally, I could tell you I love every one of the dogs because I get to see them when they register. I get to snuggle, get a couple snuggles in with them.
And I would, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Good.
No.
I would be remiss if I didn't say Maggie. I absolutely love that girl. And Red. And let me tell you something. I have a story about Red. When we were first launching the league and we were promoting to let people know about us, I ran into Red at a big dog event. And this guy, so I did what I had to do to get in touch with the DJ and let us get a microphone and tell everybody about Backyard Dog Racing League. So we did that, and out of nowhere, Red's in the crowd. We see Candy and Red, and they came up and they gave us such a plug because they have such a good time here racing with us, and they were my first like real
they were very
encouragement.
Yeah,
like, that made me go, okay, yeah, support. Like that made me go, okay, people really do enjoy this, and this is really good, especially for, you know, like you have someone who has a, you know, 100 and probably Red's probably going 100 pounds, somewhere around there, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and so it gives an opportunity. Like I just had, and he's such a ham. You know what I mean? That dude, he's hilarious. And he absolutely loves
He
it.
jumped so much. He actually jumped up one time and headbutted me. It gave me like a headache for the rest of the event. But I'm like,
he's so
you know
excitable. He's very excitable.
Okay, so let's go around. You know, after thinking about it, I'm going Red is my dog that stands out. We did an event together. We were on stage together, you know?
All right, for me, it was the dog that stands out is Dozer, but I do have to mention almost every dog I start had me feeling like I was in a race. You know, so like when we can go back to earlier events and later events where you have like Bear, Blake, eventually I'm starting Dr. P's dogs like Pete, Quinn, Rhett, Riggs. All of those dogs that I really got to like start, like, thank you guys, because you helped me like feel like I'm in the race. So like I was part of the team that day, and that's gonna go down in the history book. So
and your job is not easy because at practice time I do your job, and that is not easy. Not for this.
As a fan, I want to say thank you for an awesome first season. I am looking forward to more great competitions in 2026. At this time, I am going to turn the floor over to you to announce the final nominations for the Fan Favorite Awards.
Before we announce the final nomination of the Fan Favorite Awards, I do have one last thing to say. If you don't hear your dog's name called, just know this was a very, very tough decision. Narrowing down the nominees alone wasn't easy. This competition was absolutely insane, and that's why we're letting you choose the winners of the fan favorite categories. And it's at this time I'm honored to announce the 14 and under class fan favorite dog nominees are Platypus, Nena, Kirby, and Storm. The 17 and under class fan favorite nominees are Dozer, Pete, and Dime Piece.
Ooh.
The 21 and under class fan favorite nominees are Blue, Rip, Riggs, and Suki.
All right.
The 24 and under class fan favorite nominees are Otter, Bear, Blake, and Maggie.
You gotta say, is that the camera killer Maggie?
That's the camera killer Maggie.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
And that's fine. I just want to make sure it's the right Maggie because we do have a couple other Maggies.
Okay, yeah, it's the one that takes the camera out. Perfect. And last but certainly not least, the 24 Unlimited fan favorite nominees are Recon, Red, and Nikki.
All right.
All right.
Dogs you love. Make sure you vote for your fan favorite dog or human team as well. And the nominees for the fan favorite dog team for the 14 and under class are Nena and Judy,
Yes.
Fraser, Maverick, and Maggie,
Yeah.
Storm and Jim,
Yeah. Jim, please. Yeah.
and Lola and Mark.
Oh yeah. Lola.
Oh, yeah.
And the 17 and under class fan favorite team nominees are Team Dozer with Stephanie, Bonnie, and Jason.
All right, Team Doe.
The Swamp Pack, the Swamp Pack and Jessica.
All right, the Swamp Pack.
Blue and Anthony and his sons.
Yeah.
Yes. I know why they got nominated.
Underclass fan favorite team nominees are Miller and Dee or Deanna. We have Zelda and Tina.
Yeah.
All right.
And excuse me if I say this wrong, but Isadora and Ashley.
All
Yes.
right.
And Ace, Yeti, and Ashton.
All right. Representing Florida hard. Oh.
Representing. The 24 Unlimited class fan favorite team nominees are Recon and Will,
Good. We already know that's good.
Spicy Shepherds, and Lisa.
All right. That's Spicy
And we heard
Shepherd's Nikki?
No, Lisa. Oh, you mean the dog?
The dog,
dog's
Lisa.
Nikki.
I think it is
Shepherd,
Nikki.
Nikki
Yeah,
was in.
Spicy Shepherd Nikki. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, 24. Okay.
Yeah. And Red and Candy.
All right.
Yeah, so you got right up there too.
That's a special team to me. I have a
Yeah,
special
yeah.
feeling for both of them. You know, because
So-
of the way that Candy always supports us, and Red has always loved me from day one. Like I remember when early on, he he's just a cool.
Nominations out I want to tell everybody congratulations to all the nominees. Every dog and every team earned their spot. Thank you to everyone who helped make this season unforgettable. Now it's in the fans' hands to go vote, show love, and good luck to every dog and team in the running. You all deserve to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for an awesome 2025 season.
Before we sign off, is there anything that you want fans to take away from this? Anything you want to say?
Absolutely. First off, I want to say congratulations to all the invitees to the Holiday Classic Invitational. You all have the opportunity to become the very first undisputed top dogs in the history of Backyard Dog Racing League. Secondly, I want to tell you, after the Holiday Classic, we'll be racing into the year 2026 like ding dong, let's race.
Let's race, baby.